Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today on our 2020 Ford Explorer, we're going to be taking a look at the Thule Camber hitch mounted bike rack. So the rack that we have here today can hold up to a total of 4 bikes, but if you don't need to carry that many, there's a 2-bike version available as well. One of the big questions we get asked all the time in regards to hitch mounted bike racks is if you're still going to be able to have full access to the back of your Explorer. Well, this one does fold down out of the way and allows us to do that. Super easy. We're going to have a lever down here, and whenever you pull this up, you can push this down. Gives us quite a bit of space here. So open up our hatch, get whatever we might need in and out of the back, whether it be our gear, groceries, etc. And when we're done, simply close it back up and swing it back into that stored position. Probably one of the first things I noticed once I put the rack on our Explorer is where it's going to sit. So it is up relatively high, and it may interfere a little bit when you look out of your rear view mirror, but the benefit to that is you are going to see part of your bike. So it gives you a little peace of mind. You can quickly check on them as you're driving down the road. With that being said, the way the rack works is super simple, very easy to use. It's going to hold our bike down in 3 spots. So we're going to have 2 straps here along the top 2. And we're also going to have a strap right here. Now this is going to act as an anti-sway strap, so that's going to prevent that side-to-side movement, and we're not going to have to worry about our bikes kind of banging into each other as we're going down the road. That being said though, let's go ahead and pop our bike off the rack so we can have a better look at the rack itself. Super simple. You'll just push down on these thumb tabs here and swing the straps out of the way. Same deal for these top ones. And then the bike is no longer secure and we can pull it off. Now, one thing I noticed is that the arms on our rack are somewhat narrow, and so it's going to be a little bit easier to pull our bike off without any interference. Some other racks have real wide arms, and you really kind of have to fight it and wiggle it off to get it off the back of your Explorer. And that's really not the case with this one. Kind of just slides right off. So the cradles here, where our bike's frame is going to sit, are somewhat adjustable to accommodate for different types of frames that your bike might have. And it's also going to be made from a soft rubber material. We have that same material on the bottom of our strap as well. That way we don't have to worry about our bike's paint or finish getting damaged in any way. But I do recommend, whenever we're not using the rack, just to put those straps back in place. That way we don't have to worry about anything happening to them. So one thing you do need to keep in mind is that our rack is going to extend the overall length of our Explorer by quite a bit. So if we measure from the hatch here to the very edge of the rack, looks like it's going to be about 46 inches. So it takes up a little bit of space, and something you want to think about when you go to pull into your garage or even a tight parking spot. The good news is the arms do swing down into a stored position. There's a lever on the top, and you just pull that right up, and then they swing down. And in this position, it's pretty compact actually. We freed up a lot of space. So if we take that same measurement from the hatch right to the edge of the rack, looks like it's only going to be about 17 inches. So with it like this, I really don't see it giving you any issues when you do go to pull into your garage or even a tight spot. The rack is going to work with those 2-inch by 2-inch receiver tube openings like we have here today on our Explorer, but it also has the ability to work with the smaller 1.25" by 1.25" hitches, so it gives us a little versatility there. It's also going to come included with an anti-rattle bolt, and what that's going to do is eliminate any slop or play in the connection point here. So that's going to really help maintain that quiet ride inside of your Explorer and provide your bikes with a little more of a smooth ride as well. So to kind of give you an example on how that works, say if we're cruising in our Explorer, hitting some bumps, you can see that the rack is going to move with the back of our Explorer, not on its own. So at the end of the day, a rack you really can't go wrong with. It's going to be super easy to use, and especially in this stored position, I think it looks really nice and modern on the back of the Explorer.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway.
And that'll finish up our look at of the Thule Camber hitch-mounted bike rack on our 2020 Ford Explorer.